Are you still looking at me? Why you still looking at me?
Yo, what's going on, mighty folks? This is your boy, the one and only Mighty Avenger, the multitasker. And thank goodness that I just left work. My shift was over. It's already 7. But the good thing about this right now, it's time to do another react, because San Diego Comic-Con continues on with more trailers and with related news regards to from DC to Marvel to Image, and not to mention that I did talk about the Marvel Knight's 20th birthday. And speaking of comics, we just got word that we have 2 DC official trailers of both Aquaman and SHAZAM. So, how I'm gonna work this out about this? Hell, why not? Just react to 2 trailers on one video. So, I think it could work. So, I'm gonna start off with Aquaman, and here's the thing about it, because over the years that Aquaman is just basically just a pretty, a shallow DC hero that we all know that all he does is just communicate with fishes, sharks, but they change it up a notch. And I'm not talking about the Justice League movie, which they did a good job, and I will give big props to actor Jason Momoa that he portrayed Arthur Curry in a very good way, to be instead of it just being as a noble king, just being as a complete douchebag, carefree attitude, and yet still try to fight for the right cause. So big props to you, man. And speaking of which, how DC changed the personality of Aquaman that he should be. And I instantly remember on the first issue that when Aquaman is just sitting eating outside of the deck of the seafood restaurant, and he was eating fish and chips, and one guy was brave enough to approach him and ask that question, it's somewhere like, yeah, you are eating fish and chips, right? But don't you talk to fish? And he responds to that, I don't talk to fish like that. That was a nice, witty comeback, because it doesn't work that way for Arthur. So I'm familiar of his character and his personality and I don't own the comics, but I read a few, and I could see how they changed the old ways of Aquaman into the most badass, because he's the fucking king with no question. So here it is. The trailer's out now. So without further ado, let's begin.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. My mother was a queen. But life is a way of bringing people together.
Could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
Oh, big mistake. Sit your little ass is lucky I ain't shark.
Permission to come aboard.
Damn.
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world. The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
Damn.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
You might want to strap in.
Worst pep talk ever. Oh my goodness, look at
choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you have two different worlds. That is exactly why you are worthy.
No way. Is that what I think it's supposed to be?
The war is coming to the surface.
Black Manta!
Yes! The wrath of the seven seas.
There you go. There you go. Oh my goodness.
We're here.
What are you doing?
What? She didn't have a parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
Once again, nice comeback. What I meant to say is nice respawn and comeback. Okay. And the go. What? Okay. This trailer, without a doubt, is lit. The visuals and the CGs looks pretty good. And the story itself goes mostly of the backup stories, and I think it takes place after Justice League, if I'm not mistaken. So I need to rewatch that again, but I believe it takes place after Justice League. But holy shit, that was a really good trailer. And Arthur's mother, the Queen, I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe that she's going to be played by Nicole Kidman. So that's a good that's a good choice for this cast. So I think this is going to be, without a doubt, it's going to be amazing movie to see. If it worked out for Wonder Woman, then you know what, this will be a chance that you can give it a chance. You know, give it a chance to see Aquaman, especially that be coming out in December. So I'll look forward to that. So I'll be amazed, especially that one part that shows the Atlantis. It looks amazing. Without a doubt, it looks stunning, because it's just, that's what Atlantis is supposed to look like. Just completely exotic and beautiful. And not to mention Black Manta is in the film. Perfect. I can't wait to see it. I think there's gonna be more villains than just Manta and Thorn. So I can't wait. Enough words to say about this. So that's Aquaman's very first trailer. So on to the next one is Shazam. So brace yourselves, because this is where the time skip begins in about, give me 1 second, and in about now. Oh, all right, we're back. So here's Shazam's first trailer. Now, again, I'm way too familiar of the names and the characters, and mostly I blame Injustice series, because yeah, I still have Injustice 2, which is now the Legendary Edition, because it's pretty much the same thing, except you have to push yourself to level 30. But underneath the surface, but now here's the thing. Now I know the name of Shazam, because back then he was normally called Captain Marvel, because it didn't. Of course, maybe the publisher didn't think it was a good idea to simply name Shazam this, Shazam that. But it kind of stirred up a little controversy because of the name, because of course Marvel was was about to take that name of Captain Marvel. So I don't know how that story works, but basically you have Shazam and Captain Marvel, which is a Kree warrior that actually named Marvel. So I guess does that really matter? But I guess in the fast forward of today, it's officially called Shazam. And I remember, reading through the pages of the Justice League and the New 52, which is War, 5 years ago. There was a backup story, and the way how I see that, because it brings a different take of the story of the origin than what most people are familiar of it. So, of course, this has never been done before. So this will be the first time we get to see a movie of an orphan who was been chosen by the wizard, that could be by saying the name based of the first letters that's based on of the Greek mythology, that you could be faster, stronger, and have the flight ability. Yeah, I can't remember the names, but I know it's of the Greek gods. So just don't quote me on this one, okay? So this is just basically me trying to remember who Shazam was. All right. So without further ado, this is Shazam's official first trailer. So let's get it to it. A second.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I can take care of myself.
When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation?
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey! Man, sorry about that. Go, go, go! Grab it! Get out the way!
Little bitches called bullies.
Billy Batson, I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real?
Say it!
Okay! Shazam?
This means Billy!
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I...
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
For real? You don't even...
You have super strength.
There we go.
Can you fly?
If I quit your BM, I still rap a safe. If I quit this season, I still be
This is your crash
You okay?
course.
Why are you talking?
Be humble. Sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
Think like a bad guy, right?
Yeah, that's Mark Strong, isn't it?
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity.
I'm bulletproof.
Or just simply invulnerable.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
Okay, so this movie is going to come out April next year. All right, that's not bad. It looks pretty solid and very entertaining. So the way how it is, because Billy is just a kid, and yet he's been chosen by the wizard to harness of the power of Shazam, and he idolized Justice League, and yet he doesn't know anything to do in superhero, period. So crash course of superheroism begins. Oh my days. again, it's not too bad. I definitely will consider wanting to look at this, and hopefully there will be more trailers that on the way to see that makes more interesting. So the biggest question I like to know is, are we going to see Black Adam? Hell, I wonder if Dwayne Johnson is going to be involved in this movie, because I think, personally for me, I think he would be a good choice. So it hasn't been cleared yet, but hopefully it will surface. So hopefully I can just at least look into it on the comicbook.com or Facebook. So hopefully they can at least give me something. I mean, come on, man, give me something. But other than that, that's pretty much all I can say about this. So that's it of both DC movie trailers for this video. So I'm Mighty Avenger signing out, but stay tuned because there's another trailer that I wanted to knock that down, and trust me, I've been looking for this for some time now, and I think I'm gonna die happy. So until then,